And let's go through our lesson. So the words that you see are very simple to understand, but they are sometimes kind of confusing because we don't know exactly how to use them, or we find other words that are more complicated to use instead of using even, instead of using of, instead of using just, which are a little bit more simple to to use. No, the first word that I want to check with you is the word as. These chunks and this position of as is actually very interesting because the word as has three different functions. The first one, which is a yellow one, it's a preposition. You can use it as a preposition. And you know which one is the synonym. Do you remember the synonym for the word as?
I'm not sure. It could be like.
Exactly.
Okay.
Precisely. So if you say, what is the difference? You dance like my grandma. You dance as my grandma. What's the difference? Nothing. There's no difference on both applications. In this sentence, my grandma is a noun, and the preposition, the function of a preposition, is precisely to connect a noun. So when as is a preposition, technically it's the same as like. You have these examples used to describe somebody, something, appearing to be somebody or something else. The examples that we have here are the following. Read examples, Alex.
Sorry, teacher. I don't listen the question.
Don't? Are you talking in present
I
or in
I
past?
I, I didn't.
You didn't. You didn't hear the question. Just read.
Hear.
Read the first usage of as.
Okay, as a preposition. Okay, as a preposition, the same as like. Used to describe somebody, something appearing to be somebody, something else. They were all dressed as clowns. They were all dressed like clowns.
Mhm.
Okay.
Do you see that in this case it's the same?
Mm-hmm.
Both as and like mean the same.
And both is it's correct.
Are plural.
Sorry. Both are correct.
Both are correct.
Yes.
That's right.
Okay.
So that one is the only occasion where as is similar to like.
Okay.
Okay, that's the only way. And if you see the next definition, it says used also to talk about job positions. In this particular case, as is similar to like, but it's impossible to use like. Okay, so let's read this example. He works as an engineer versus he works like an engineer. In the second example, the words are different. He works as an engineer means, oops, he is an engineer. And the second one is he behaves similar to an engineer. Do you understand this?
Yes, I think.
Right? So definition number 1 and definition number 2 are similar but different. You know what I mean? The first one is interchangeable. As and like are no problem. But if you are talking about jobs, they are different. If you are talking about jobs, they are different. Take notes about that. Questions in this moment?
No, teacher.
No, teacher.
No, teacher.
Mhm. Awesome. In this case, it's a connector. In case number 2, it becomes a little more tricky. Okay? In case number 2, we have as a conjunction. And I'm going to give you 2 different applications for the word as. Okay, let's read examples. Read example number 1, Rafa.
Yes, teacher. Just a moment.
Sure.
Yes. Um, while something else is happening. The example 2. Yeah. Yeah. He sat watching her as she got ready.
Example, the next one.
He sat watching her while she got ready.
Okay, probably it was complicated because there is no format, right? But what about now? What if we say it over there?
Uh,
This is not an example.
okay. Yeah.
Much
While
better
something
now.
else is happening. Yeah. And example number 1, he sat watching her as she got ready. Example number 2, he sat watching her while she got ready.
That is right. In this case, the word as is not similar to like.
No.
It's a connector that means while. And while, we know that while is similar to say simultaneously, at the same time, something else is happening.
Yes.
Got it? So he sat
So,
watching her. Yes, tell me.
no, yeah. Just that in the first example, as means while. It's
Exactly.
similar to while.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
It's exactly the same. When it's very, very different from the first examples when as is similar to like.
Yeah. I understood that. Yeah, and with jobs it's different. But I didn't know this the meaning of similar or while.
The other thing.
Yeah.
There is another one that is very common when you talk about. I know it's not Giphy, it's English. There is a very common chunk that says as we speak.
As we speak.
It's happening now. It's being solved as we speak. solved, I think. And it's happening now. It's being solved as we speak.
It's happening now. It's being solved as we speak. At the same time we are speaking, the problem is being solved.
Yes. Okay, I see.
That expression is super common. Super common.
Teacher,
Tell me.
this is this isn't this isn't about the subject, but uh, I I remember a question since a few days from a scene from a few days ago.
Okay.
Uh, and I would like to know how can I use
Interesting.
stuff like you know is like things
Mhm.
or how I don't know that.
Yeah, you're right. It's very interesting. The word stuff is similar to things, but the only difference is that stuff is uncountable
Okay.
and things are countable. So if you say um, if you say things in plural and you want to describe the things, you need to use the plural are. My things are in my, well, I don't know, on my desk. My things are on my desk. But if you use stuff, you need to use the singular because it's uncountable. My
Okay.
stuff is on the desk.
Okay.
That's the biggest difference between one another. The meaning is the same, but there is a meaning behind talking about stuff and things, talking about the singular and plural.
Okay. I didn't know this word and I I come back to um week weekend sessions in English and and I see since I know this word I can hear it in everywhere.
That happens a lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
that happens a lot. You learn a new word and then it's everywhere. That has
Yeah.
happened to me too. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, teacher, thank you.
Now, check this out. Stuff exists as a verb too, and is the action to put some ingredient or something inside something else that is supposed to have it. For example, a teddy bear. A teddy bear has a material inside, no?
Okay.
This material is cotton, sometimes it's synthetic, but the general name is stuff. So you stuff the teddy bear.
Okay.
That's another
Yes.
application of
Teddy.
stuff.
Okay.
They
Like
cannot.
I stuff.
Aha. I stuff at that exactly.
Okay. Okay, thank you, teacher.
That's the one. There is another one that is super funny. That is when you eat a lot, you say that you stuff your face
Stuff your face. Okay.
because you're eating a lot.
Okay.
I like that
You
one.
stuff your face.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna go to the
I gonna
cinema.
use it stuff in my next meeting.
You should. You should definitely. Uh-huh. Yes. Very nice. Good. Nice
Thank
parenthesis.
you, teacher.
So anyway, that's the word. Stuff. As you can see, words can have different families, no? Different applications, different usages. You need to maintain this in mind if you think about the verb, the word as. Because as can be a connector, right? As can be a connector, a preposition. And finally, the topic that we are talking about, as can be an adverb as well. And this is used when you are equalizing two adjectives. Right? When you are saying that one person is tall and the other person is equally tall, you say that this person is as tall as the other. For example, the line that you have here. Help me with the example. Michael.
As an adverb. Used when you are comparing to people or things or to situation. You're as tall as your father.
Meaning that the father and him are very, very tall too. Equally
Yeah.
tall. And that's the reason this is an adverb, because you are substituting, you are replacing the word equally. It is your, or means you're equally tall. No, your father and you are equally tall. That's the meaning of this. So, do you have questions about the word as?
No.
The one that I am interested in is using the word as an adverb. So, where have you seen this combination of as plus adjective plus as? Anyone? Has anyone seen this combination?
Sorry, teacher.
Again, I repeat, who has seen this combination of as plus adjective plus as? In what occasions have you seen that?
Which example?
The one on the bottom, as an adverb.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Just tall is not for objects. True?
Right? Yes, you're right. It's not only
It
for objects.
is high.
High. Okay. Do you have an example?
No, can I use tall for objects?
Oh, well,
Yes.
yeah. If you're talking about dimensions of buildings,
Well, I was thinking in an example, Caliphas
interesting.
is as tall as the sky.
Oh wow, the Burj Khalifa, the building in Dubai.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Yes, as tall as the sky. Yeah, that makes total sense. That's a correct application of it. I like it.
Okay.
Good. In what other occasions have you seen this combination?
Other example.
Mhm. I mean, you
Well,
or anyone else?
for example, if I met the mother's friend, and I can tell her, oh wow, you are as beautiful as your daughter.
Okay. That was a dangerous zone, because I thought you were gonna say you are as beautiful as my friend, and I was like, oh,
Friend, girl.
okay. I thought, yeah, I when you said friend, I imagine a guy. But yes, that makes
Okay,
sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Exactly.
how do you friend in female?
That's very interesting. It's the difference between my girlfriend and a girlfriend. If you say a girlfriend with the article a, is one friend that is a female.
How? Sorry.
Again, if you say a friend, no, a girlfriend, I understand that is a friend that is female.
Okay.
But if you say a, because you say my girlfriend, that's a romantic relationship. That's different.
Okay.
That's very interesting because I have this. This is when I was studying in English, I got confused when I said girlfriends. And for example, you see girls having fun on a girls' night, no?
Okay.
Samantha call I don't know, Romina and Francisca, and they're gonna go together. That's a girls' night. They go together, she and the girlfriends.
Okay.
That doesn't
And
mean they have a romantic relationship.
no. I didn't know that. And it works for male too, or for the boyfriend,
No,
or
because the
no?
standard is men.
Okay.
So if you say a boyfriend, sounds weird.
Okay.
That's very weird, no? This language is so like the standard in language is talking about is English is the standard is male, masculine,
Okay.
unless you specify that is a girl, or if
Okay.
it's necessary to say that is a girl.
Well, in my past example, I was talking about a girlfriend.
A girlfriend, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
You mentioned a very interesting topic. Yeah, I also had this issue when I was studying English. There you go.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Excellent job. What about the rest? Do you know, for example, the word ASAP? AS
As soon as
AP.
possible.
Precisely.
Oh, yes.
You see? ASAP. Very good job. That's exactly the example that I wanted you to bring up. Send the resume ASAP. Yes.
Or yesterday.
Yesterday?
No, when some people said ASAP is because needed yesterday something.
For yesterday. Yeah. That's a metaphoric usage of this expression.
Yeah.
I need it for yesterday, no?
Uh-huh.
Yes. But that is definitely Spanish. In English, we never use it like that. Never. Okay? So in order to pass to the next section, I want you to take a screenshot on the next list. In the next section, you have common phrases with the word as. Of course, I am talking about as using using it as an adverb. So as for, as if, as it is, or as is, and as of are very common chunks that usually go together, and it's a good idea to keep it in mind. For yourself. I'm going to get a little bit of a format so you can distinguish the definition versus the examples. And yes, the black letters are the examples, and the purple letters are the definitions. Now, give it a read, check if you understand everything, while I go to check my gas because it smells like gas, and I don't know, I don't want to explode right now, okay? Just a second. Okay. Any question?
No, teacher.
Cool. Then let's pass to the next word. Now that we have as completely studied, let's go for the next one. The word is even. Even is used as an adverb too, and it's very, very common. Before we read the examples, can you think of any time you have heard the word even?
Yes.
What example comes to your mind?
In Spanish.
Of course not. That's impossible. Even doesn't exist in Spanish.
No, but I can explain it in with the word in Spanish.
Oh, okay. I don't understand Spanish. I hope I spoke Spanish, you know? They say
Uh,
Latinas are beautiful, but I cannot speak to Latinas.
I can teach you, and
And we can go for Latinas.
and our classes will gonna be free
Ah, you see?
for
It's
each for for each other.
exactly, it's cancel subscription is positive and positive equals negative
Yeah.
or equal.
Uh, I even like almost an exception, but not an exception.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Even almost an exception. Oh, that application is not right.
No.
Even almost an exception. Oof. Well, it's interesting. The word that you are thinking in Spanish exists in English. If you see the first line, it says emphasizer for verbs, and this is translatable to Spanish. For example, she didn't even call to say she wasn't coming. The word even can be similar to Spanish or can be translated. But if you see the next, surprise, surprise, this is not translatable.
Okay. You know, even less. No. Yes. The second example is that I have known
Okay, translated. How do you say it in Spanish?
incluso.
¿Sabes incluso menos? Pero completo, ¿cómo lo dirías en español?
You know even less about it than uh, eh,
That doesn't make sense, right?
no, I understand in Spanish, but the translation in Spanish isn't isn't possible. But
Exactly.
yeah, but I understand it. I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah, like you understand it, or you can see the meaning, but if you try to say it in Spanish, it's impossible, no?
yeah.
That's precisely the thing about even. And in vice versa, when we are thinking in Spanish, we usually omit the word even.
Okay.
He never even opened the letter. In this case, it's not similar to incluso. In the second example,
No.
how would you say this in Spanish?
Nunca abrió la carta.
And the even?
No, I don't know.
How do you understand this, guys? We need your help. Anyone else? Isaac? Alex? Michael? What's the meaning of even in the first two examples?
I don't know. I think that the second one, he never even opened the letter. It could be like then then well, it could be like it says making emphasize like he didn't do the effort.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, something
Emphasizing
like
that he didn't do the effort.
yes. So in Spanish, I don't know him. Never even. It's like oh, that's a little difficult. Is it? Oh well, yes. It says that it's possible to translate it.
In
Maybe
Spanish,
ni
sorry,
siquiera.
sorry.
Oh, no, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, you're close. Let me check what Alex had to say to check
Yes.
if they match.
The
Alex,
same. I was say the same.
I was again,
No,
again.
sorry. No.
Yes, you are
I
correct. I
yes.
was.
I was say the same.
Say is impossible.
Say
Think about the structure. After the verb was, what do you need?
saying.
After the verb be. Exactly. Uh-huh.
Okay. I was saying the same.
I was saying the same, or I was gonna say the same.
Okay.
It's a future that did never happened,
Yes.
right?
There was going to.
Was going to. A
Yeah.
future that never happened is I was going to
Yes.
say it.
Okay.
Understood? And you are correct. So can you say it again, Alex?
Ni siquiera abrió la carta.
That's right. Do you agree, guys?
Yeah.
Yes, teacher.
And then we have she didn't even call to say she was coming. This is also translatable to Spanish with the same meaning. So you know even less about it than I do. This is not siquiera. This is a different use of even. This is used when you are comparing things to make the comparison stronger. It's a stronger comparison. Do you understand the difference?
Yes, but it's not like too easy. Yeah.
It's not too easy to think about. What?
Yes.
No, even less.
I think that the problem is that we usually associate, or well, I usually associate the meaning, well, the word with only one meaning. So if we can use,
Yes,
if we can use for more than one, it became a problem. Well, for
definitely that mistake is very important because it's not only you, like many people, the reason we have problems with English is that we match one word with only one definition, and this is the only way you use it. So in order to expand this is I have a word and I need to understand that this word has many definitions. We usually, when we think about that, we think about the verb get, no? Get,
yes,
similar to obtain. But then I say I get to my job, and then I is similar to arrive. And then I got two new I got a new cell phone, and then got is similar to buy. But then I put a preposition, and is I got over my ex-girlfriend, which means I don't think about her anymore. And then boom, the meanings are infinite.
Yes, and there are more and more use of get.
Well, not only get.
Yes.
A lot of words have a lot of meanings too, such as this one. That's why I really wanted to check this with you. Sorry, I almost forget this topic because it's in the exam, by the way. So study it for tomorrow.
Sure,
Okay, yeah, it's good to know now.
Yes, just in time. Just in time.
but in exam you will ask the different sense of even or as and stuff like that.
It's not, it's gonna be more like a conversational approach. In this situation, which adverb sounds better or should go?
Ooh,
Uh-huh,
okay.
exactly. It's more
Can
like a
you
conversation.
make the screen in a panoramic view to
Full
take
screen?
a screenshot?
Sure.
I will need this.
And not only you, guys, take your screenshot. Also ask, did you take the screenshot from the previous one?
Yeah, I have it. Okay. So, teacher,
Tell me.
I have a question about the exam.
Tell me.
Um, the what's the meaning of the score? For example, I mean 100 or an A. What's the meaning on 100? It's about level or about just or or yeah, it's about level. For example, 100 represent B2 or like that.
Okay. But are you talking about my exams or the standards that exist?
These exams,
These
the
exams.
past exam and the tomorrow exam.
Okay, you should think about these exams as a training for the final result, the final evaluation, which is in the first certificate, right?
Okay,
So this score, if you have, for example, 125 points and 100 points, and you scored 80, then
okay,
if you do the mathematics, you have 80% of correct,
okay,
right? Which means you are in a good way to pass the first certificate, right? If the result gets lower than 70, 60, 70 and 60 means you need some extra information. We need to make more examples. We need to participate more in class, and we need to check where is the problem. And you see 50 and lower, 50 and lower means that we need to check what information from the previous level you didn't understand.
okay,
50 and lower means this level is definitely too hard, you know? 60 from 59 from 75 is okay, we need support, we need to go up, let's check where is the problem, and let's clarify what topics are still to check. And 80 and tops is like, well, you are in the level, you are in the correct level, but it's much better to get up to a 90 so you can understand the exam, the final test completely.
Okay,
Got it?
very good.
That's the one.
Okay,
That was a
thank
good
you.
question because, yes, if we talk about objectives, the final objective at the end is to pass a first certificate. And the first certificate contains all the information from the 4 levels, from the 4 months.
Yeah.
So, yes, it's impossible to pass it in 1 month, no?
Yes.
That's a lot. That's a thing. So, even we got it. Let's go from off. The word off is so common. I actually learned the word off not long ago. I learned that this was an adverb. I thought that it was a preposition, and then I discovered that it exists in both areas. So let's understand this one. Help me, Isaac. Let's read off.
Yes, it used to say that something has been removed or become separated. An example says are he's had his how do you pronounce bread shaped of
Okay, what's the name of this?
bread bread. No, I don't
No,
remember the
bread.
pronunciation.
Bread is a
The
bimbo
food the
for a
food.
sandwich.
Ah yes.
For this one,
Yes, I always confuse the pronunciation. Beard. Beard.
exactly, beard.
Beard.
How do you say like the animal?
Okay, good question. Look at the difference.
Yeah. Uh,
Let me open the soundboard to you
yes.
so you can hear the difference. Check this out. You hear this?
Er.
Beard. Beard. Okay.
Beard? No.
Beard. Beard.
Brr. Exactly.
Beard.
Bird. And you see
Beard.
the other one?
And the how to say the drink the thing that we drink with alcohol.
In a moment. Because the drink with alcohol contains the same phonetic as this one over here,
Okay.
Here.
but
Yeah.
has no D.
Beer. Okay.
This one is bird.
Beard.
No, sorry, beard,
Beer.
Beard.
Uh-huh.
bird,
Bird.
Or
and beer.
beer. Yeah. It's like shorter than the other.
Exactly. It's
Okay.
shorter.
Yes.
The one that is super strong is bird.
Beer. Yes.
Bird,
Beer.
which
Mm.
usually many people consider this one beer
Beer.
a problem with the animal bear,
Oh yes, and also
Bear.
which
beer.
is
Okay.
also a problem. Yes.
Yes, and I have had this problem, and I
Yeah.
haven't. Yeah.
That's
And
what I
I,
imagine. Yeah.
yes,
You
and I think
haven't.
that I always avoid this word.
Okay, because of the issue.
Yes.
Well,
Well,
a visual reference can be this one.
yes.
Every time you think about the animal, think about a very strong sound,
Yes.
Er.
And when you think about the drink, think about
Yeah.
this one.
Ear.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Sounds very, very different.
Yes.
It's more like audio. So
Okay.
then, in this case, if you're talking about shaving,
It's
you need
beard.
to pronounce excellent. Complete
Beard.
example.
Yes. He's had his beard shaved off. Take your coat off.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Good job. Something has been removed. All right. What happened to Buzz Lightyear when he was on Sid's house? What happened to his arm? Do you remember that?
Yes,
What
but I don't
happened?
know how. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't remember what. Well, I remember that his arm was. It could be his arm was taken off.
Taken off. Exactly.
Okay.
You see? That's right.
Yes.
And it was because of an accident. In this case, taken off is like take away. But
Mm-hmm.
the toy was dropped.
Mm-hmm.
And when it fell, technically nobody took it. The word take means that somebody intended to take it.
Yes.
This would be was um, broken off. No, it's not broken. Broken, probably? No. Put, put off? No, it's not put. What's the verb? Found. That's gonna be my
Disarm.
homework. Disarm. Disarm is Spanglish. That doesn't exist in
Disarm
English.
doesn't exist. Okay.
Nope. No, no, no. What's the name of this when someone
Separate.
separated it off, but it
No,
sounds
but
weird.
we cannot use some, right?
Exactly. Or probably separated off can exist, but a synonym of separate.
Break off, no?
Break up, no, because it's not broken. If it's broken, I mean, you could put it back.
Uh-huh.
If you cannot put it back, it's broken.
Okay.
This is, oh yes, detached. Detached stuff.
I haven't heard that.
Oh, really?
Yes.
New vocabulary.
Yes.
Detached, because broken is when you cannot put it back. Detached is like Legos. You can detach it and you can put it back again.
Okay, yes, it
That's the
sounds better.
difference.
I think that it fits better than the other.
Totally. Totally good. Very nice, guys. Very, very good. The word off. Questions with the word off?
No, I think that
Sure. I don't
it's
think so.
easier than the other.
Yeah, definitely. The word off is much, much easier than the rest of the last ones. Now, I want you to help me with something. I want you to read the word just and see how the word just is very close connected with a structure number 6, which is auxiliary have plus past participle. I want you to read this example, especially number 3.
Yes.
Okay? Check number 3, make an example. I come back in a moment.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
1, 2, 3, action. Ready?
Yes, teacher.
Perfect. Thank you, guys. There's
Teacher.
some issues over here. Tell me,
It,
Rafa.
so, it sounds as already.
It sounds as already. Just kind of
In
feels like already.
In the third example of just.
She's just finished work. No, there's sounds or can be confused with already.
Yeah, but I think that is more related like the recent past, no? That's something that just happened that that occurred or happened a few moments, a few minutes ago, or a few days ago.
Right. If you want to say seconds ago, the word is just.
And yes.
That's the thing. So when you say she's just finished work, this is structure number 6 to say she turned off the laptop a few seconds ago and she's coming back, or she's preparing coffee now, she's gonna finish her day now. That happens a very, very, very short, long ago. Do you have examples?
We need to use this structure, right? Like
Structure
I
6.
I have just learned the use of just a few
Haha, exactly.
ago. Yeah.
But it's not necessary to say a few seconds ago, because the
Oh,
word
well, I
just
yes, your AC, please.
means that exactly.
Yeah.
Can you repeat? I have
And yes, I have learned. I have just learned the use of just.
precisely. Good job. Good job. Excellent example. All right, my people, attention to Jessie, because Jessie will pass attendance. Hello, Jessie.
Hi, thank you. Good night,
Hello.
everyone. So, is here Mike?
Yes, I hear.
Hi, Mike. Thank you. Rafael?
Yes, I'm here. Good
Hi,
night.
Rafael. Thank you. Good night. Silvana?
Absent.
All right. Isaac? Isaac?
Here.
Hi,
Good
Isaac.
night.
Thank you. Good night. Alex?
Hi, Jesse. Good night.
Hi, Alex. Thank you. Good night. Luis?
Luis del Rio, right?
Yes.
No,
All right.
absent.
So that's all.
Okay,
Thank
here.
you so much. See you.
You too.
And have a good night.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Perfect. Who has another example? What about Rafa? What about Alex? You haven't given example, Alex.
My brother have just arrived at my home.
Excellent. Home. Eliminate my again, because home is only one.
Okay.
All right. So if you say my home, it means that you have another home.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Oh, by the way, home is not similar to house. You can have many houses, but you only have one home.
Okay.
Got it?
Poetic.
I got it.
Poetic. Exactly. Financially poetic. Last but not least, the word so, or so and such. And I want to take very, very good care about this one, because the word so is an adverb, which is an adverb of emphasis, no? But the word such sounds similar to so, but it's not an adverb. Check it out. Let's talk about so versus such. Let's understand first or so, okay? Help me with this example, Michael.
About approximately,
Again,
approximately,
approximately.
approximately.
Exactly.
It'll cost 100 pounds, yes, pounds or so.
Do you understand or so, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Give me an example. Go, for example, Rafa.
Yes. It it takes 10 minutes or so.
It takes 10 minutes or so. Exactly. Approximately. That one is easy. The word about and approximately are adverbs in this case. The word or so is another form to say this word. And finally, the word such. If you say, oh my God, this is this cake, for example, this cake is so good, then you are giving emphasis, no? The word so is giving emphasis to the adverb, to the adjective good. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
But if you say, why are you in such a hurry? Is similar to say, why are you so hurried? What is the difference that you see between this second example and the third example? Anyone?
I don't know,
I
teacher.
mean,
No?
I think that
No.
in the third example, you
Uh-huh.
are like describing how is a person, what, no, why yes, we are describing how is feeling maybe, or how is he or she doing.
Okay.
Uh, I don't know how to explain, but I think that we are not talking about a hurry like a noun. It's more like a description, maybe.
A description. That's right. So the
Yeah.
third one is technically an adverb.
Yes,
So, but the word
and
such, uh-huh.
and I think that the other is making emphasis to only to the hurry, but now I don't know how to explain the difference.
Hurry is a noun.
Yes.
Hurry is a noun. Easy as
Oh,
that.
yes. Instead of an adverb, we are using it like
We're using it like a what?
a
Easy.
noun.
Close, because a hurry is a noun. What
Okay.
do you use to describe nouns?
Adjectives.
Correct. So such is not necessarily an adjective, but it's in the family of adjectives. I want to make it super easy for you. Such is not considered an adjective, but it's in the family of adjectives because it describes nouns. But it's a be-to application, the way we use such in this case. It's very complex because in Spanish we the emphasis that we are going to think about will be very, to, really, etc. But we never consider the word such. The word such can be used the same way you use the word So, or in the same meaning. Of course, you need to check what is the next word. If you have a description, you're going to use so. But if you have a noun, you're going to use such.
Yes.
So how would you
Can you
translate?
repeat that, please?
I repeat. If you have an adjective, if you want to emphasize an adjective, use such. So, sorry. So good.
Okay.
So hurried. So bad. So amazing. And if you want to emphasize a noun, a situation, then you use such.
Okay. And uh, um, it must have a letter, a hurry, a beautiful day, something.
Usually. Usually.
Okay.
Yes, of course. Such a, such an. That's a, let's say it's a
Okay.
chunk. Go together.
Okay.
My people, these are the relevant adverbs you need to know. They are not part of the family of Lee, but they are super common. Super, super common. All right. Study, because we finished for today. Got it?
Okay, teacher. Thank you.
Excellent job, my people. Good examples.
Thank you, teacher.
I will see you tomorrow.
See you.
I'll
See
see
you
you.
guys.
Tomorrow.
See you
Bye.
tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Teacher,
Tell me.
do you call